and welcome. So today I'm going to show you how to hack or highlight and contour with mascara, and I'm going to be using two highlight colors. So first of all, I like to prep my skin with our Milk Cleanser and our Milk Toner, which are absolutely amazing. And then of course I end it with our Milk Moisturizer. This is by far my favorite moisturizer, and it comes in a nice, easy pump to use as well. So first thing I like to do is apply our Stay Spray. Now this is actually our setting spray, but I do like to put it on before I put my creams on. The only time you don't want to do this is if you are extremely dry. You'll want to skip this step. So I just wipe it on my face like lotion, all over, and I do go over my eyelids, but I already did my eye makeup today to save time. So next I'm going to start with my highlight colors. Now I use June right there and Amber. Those are my colors for this time of year. So I put the June, the lighter color, under my eyes and along my jawbone. Now there's several different ways you can apply. You can use our 30-second hack brush for your highlight and contour, or you can use the detail hack brush, or you can also just use your finger to apply the makeup and then blend it with one of the brushes. So today I am actually using the detail hack brush. So I'm going to use the bigger end for the highlight. And again, I'm going to start with the June, which is the lighter color. And I'm just going to put that right under my eyes and along my jaw. Next I'm going to take Amber, which is a little darker, and I'm going to apply that in my T-zone, so on my forehead, down my nose, and on the darker part of my cheeks, my upper lip, and my chin. And I'm going to use that same bigger end of the detail hack brush and blend that all together. Now I still want to kind of keep that lighter color where I put the lighter color, but still kind of blend those together. I'm going to use the smaller end of the same brush, the detail hack brush, and apply my contour, which I'm going to use Ash. And I'm going to put this right under your cheekbone. So this is going to act as a push-up bra for your cheekbone. So I just kind of start back of my ear, and you don't want to get too close to your mouth. Apply that on both sides, and then on the top of my forehead, down the sides of my nose to contour my nose. You want to make sure you don't get it down all the way to the side of your nose, because that will actually make your nose look wider, just a thin line. And then I like to put a little highlight down the middle too. And then any excess I put on under my jawbone. Then I'm going to use the bigger side of the same detail hack brush and blend those. Now you want to keep the contour where you put the contour, but you just kind of want to marry those two colors together so you don't have those harsh lines. So you can see that contour is still there, but it's blended. And I just use kind of a stippling motion instead of actually brushing it. Next I'm going to use a smaller end of our B² brush. The bigger end is for like bronzers, powders. I like to use a smaller end for the blush, which is also a cream. It's our lip and cheek, and I'm going to use Sandstone. This is one of my favorite colors right now. And I just start kind of middle of the way, and you want to put this right above the contour. So you want to kind of marry those two colors together. And then I take the bigger end of the detail hack brush again and just kind of soften the edges of that blush. Next I'm going to take our Stay Spray, and I'm going to actually spray it on my face this time. Now as you can see, my face is really wet. That's what you want. And in my hair. Then I'm going to take the Know Your Angles eyebrow brush, the angled end, and do my eyebrows with our Oak eyeshadow. And I like to do this after I do the Stay Spray because my eyebrows are a little bit wet, and so that it works perfectly when you're putting it on with the eyeshadow. Now my eyebrows are microbladed, so I'm basically just coloring them in to make them a little bit darker and stand out a little bit more. And I use a spool end to just kind of comb them out. So I'm going to make sure the Stay Spray is dry. And then I'm going to use our Power Powder Brush. So I'm going to use the angled end, angled in, to put a setting powder under my eyes. Now, as you can see, you don't want to brush a setting powder in. You never want to do that. You want to press it into the cream. So I'm going to use our Vanilla Dust, which is a powder again, and I'm going to put that right under my eyes. And the reason I put it under my eyes is to help with under eye creasing and to keep my mascara from transferring down to my cheek, which some mascaras will do, some won't. Now you can either leave it like this and leave it more of a dewy look, or you can put a setting powder all over your face. Now if I do a setting powder all over my face, I actually prefer the RCMA powder, which you can order online, or the Coty Airspun translucent powder from Walmart. Those are both great. So I just put a little RCMA, and then I use my Perfector sponge. I get it damp and squeeze out the excess water so it's super soft and squishy. And then I actually apply the setting powder with my Perfector sponge, which I love. I just learned this technique a few days ago and I have been loving it. And as you can see, because it's translucent, it's not taking away any color. You can still see the blush, the contour, but it's just kind of going to give it more of a matte look. If you're oily, you definitely want to apply a setting powder to absorb that oil. Last, I'm going to put on an illuminator, so there's Pearl and Rose Gold. And I also use my Perfector sponge to apply this just right above the blush on your cheekbones. I put a little bit down my nose, and I love putting it on my Cupid's bow. It really makes that top lip pop. And here I'm using Rose Gold. Last thing I mentioned is our blushes are actually lip and cheek colors, so you can put them on your lips as well. I'm using Nude right now, which is one of my favorites, and then I'm going to put a little Black Cherry on the top. You can also put the lip and cheeks on your eyes as well as an eyeshadow, which is really pretty. And that's it, you guys. Super easy. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, and thanks again.